In this module, we are going to learn about the Indian Union territories. How are the Indian Union territories administered? Who takes care of the Indian Union territories? Before we get into the details of the administration process, let us see here how the Union territories are identified. You can see this black dot identifies the Union territory capitals. So you can see the Union territories here. Ladakh and Jammu and Kashmir are the two new Union territories which are created in 2019. Later, we have the old Union territories like Chandigarh, Delhi, Dadra Nagar Haveli, Lakshadweep, Puducherry, and the Andaman and Nicobar Islands. You can see here we have total 8 Union territories. So now let us learn how the administration happens here. So you can see here there are some units of the Indian Union which enjoy very little power. They don't have a very good amount of power in the administration because these areas which we talked about, the Union territories, have too small area. They cannot become an independent state because of their too small area. They cannot be called as independent states, but which could not be also be merged with any existing states. You cannot have them merging with any state because they have their own cultural differences or political issues. So these areas are called the Union territories because they are administered by the Union governments. They have very little area. They are too small to become as independent states, or they cannot be merged with any existing state. These areas are like Chandigarh, Lakshadweep, the capital city of India, the national capital region, that is Delhi, the Union territories. So these are governed by the Union governments directly through their representatives. That's why these are called the UTs, Union territories. The short form, as we all like the short forms, and these are two small states, or not even states, the small regions, short regions or small regions, the Union territories. Now these territories do not have the powers of a state. The powers, as we learned in the previous sections and the modules, that in federalism there is a division of power, sharing of power between the central unit and the constituent units or states. But these territories, what we are talking right now as the Union territories, do not have any powers like that of a state, because these are not states. These are small regions which are under the control of the Union government. Now, the central government or the Union government has the special powers in running these particular administrations of the areas. So the Union governments will not have their own governments or their own powers. These areas are too small to be called as independent states. At the same time, they cannot be merged with any state. So these territories are called Union territories. As I have shown you and identified all the Union territories and their capital regions, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have a total 8 Union territories now, and these Union territories do not have the powers which the states have, and the central government has the special powers in running these areas administration and also take care of all the issues which are related to administration, safety, security, financial issues, or anything is taken care by the Union government itself. So that's all we have in this module. Stay tuned. We'll catch you in the next.